So yeah, I'm a boomer. Up to age 65, you're a boomer.
1965 is considered boomer. So it's like, you know what, you had the best of both worlds.
Yes.
Okay? Right, that's the way I see it.
We did or they did?
Well, I'm saying
We kind of did.
I'm saying anybody that is born in the boomer, let's say from 45 to 65, they grew up with the advantage point of knowing the old world and the new world.
That's cool. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
In other words,
right.
it's like they had the advantage point of understanding where their parents were coming from.
Yes.
And then it's like
That's true. That's so true.
It's like
and then we lived the old world, then we lived the new world where, you know, once you and I started working or whatever, we had to work. Once you and I started working, there wasn't no stay at home really. Right. You know what I mean? We had to work. The mom had to work, the dad had to work to make a living, yeah. However, when I was a teenager, yeah, you're right, growing up, gas was 83 cents, 85 cents a gallon, right? And now...
I remember when I was in the 50s, I mean, I'm thinking...
Is that when you started driving? Like,
well, no, my parents were driving. I'd be hanging along, but I'm saying gas was, I don't know, you could get gas was, it was like in the 20-something,
oh, yeah.
20-something cents.
Well, I don't know that.
Right?
Wow.
Seriously.
Yeah, and check it out. Our kids today, $4 a gallon.
Well, let's put it this way. Okay, 1960, you could get a brand new car for $600.
Wow. And
My
it's
parents'
only
house they bought in 1964 out in West Goshen, Westchester for $17,000.
Yep.
Right, rancher. Right. So you had to make more than minimum wage. Most people did not make more than minimum wage. The minimum wage in 1961 was like $2 an hour.
And it's just because things didn't cost that much.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, my mom used to go into a candy store, right, when she was a kid, and get a couple pennies, and they'd give her a big, huge bag of candy, right?
I remember Frida's over here, yeah.
And they'd give you like leftover stuff, you know, you go to like factories and they'd give you leftover stuff, and you know.
So then, when did all the inflation hit? Everyone was saying, so it wasn't necessarily that...
Inflation started probably, the thing was, it wasn't perceptible. It started in the early 70s.
Yeah.
So kind of the same time as like this town, like all the work started shipping the work out of the country. Right? So in the early 70s, throughout the 70s. So it's kind of like the same period, sort of like a parallel at the same time. So you had inflation, but nobody noticed it. I mean, people that were aware of it would notice, but it was like imperceptible. It was like a half a cent.
Right.
Something went up in the grocery store, and then it would go back down, and then it would go up a penny. And I mean, increments in the grocery were like nothing. Right? Then you got into like 8 years ago, right? And then, you know, you had what I call the war on dairy, war on breakfast, you know what I'm saying? And now eggs, things like eggs, milk, they used to be the cheapest things. You could survive on that stuff, right?
Yep.
Eggs were cheap.
Yeah.
You get eggs for like 80 cents or something, right? Now you pay, you know, you're paying like, you know, ever how much. Eggs are like a big
At least
deal.
they're still like, you know. No.
I'm sorry.
I said at least they're still like $2, I think, for eggs, at least.
Well, it depends.
Right?
But I'm saying they market, I guess, a lot of the expensive eggs, you know, but I just think get cheaper eggs.
Right.
But,
I remember when the milkman used to deliver milk. I was just a tiny kid to the front door.
That was great when they delivered the glass and the whole bit, you know.
That was in the milk bottles? That was cool.
Yeah, it was really good. It was like a great service, you know what I'm saying? You know,
I remember
fact,
that, the
milkman. In fact, basically, let's say going back.